As always, it is so great to have you here, and I hope you're all staying safe and healthy out there. Anyways, today we're coming in with one of Spain's most iconic recipes, and a dish that truly represents what Spanish home cooking is all about. We're talking Spanish rice with chorizo. This is known as the authentic arroz con chorizo. And I tell you, this dish is filled with so many amazing textures and flavors. It's easy to make, where there's no tricky techniques or weird equipment needed. And the best part, done in about 40 minutes. Folks, serve this rice next to a crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish red wine from the beautiful region of La Rioja, and have yourself a taste of Spain. Alright, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to add 3 cups of water into a saucepan, which is 720 milliliters. You can also use chicken broth here, or even vegetable broth if you like. However, traditionally water is used, that way that liquid doesn't overpower the flavors of the chorizo. We'll also pinch in a 1/4 teaspoon of saffron threads, which is a little under 1/4 gram. Leave where you get the Spanish golden saffron I'm using in the description box below. Season generously with sea salt and heat it with a high heat. At the same time, I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 60 milliliters. As always, make sure you use the good stuff here. This is what truly makes a difference. Leave where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to cut 100 grams of firm Spanish chorizo, which is 3.5 ounces, into rounds that are 1/4 inch thick, which is a little over 1/2 centimeter. To make this recipe, you can use any type of firm chorizo you like. Either way, leave where you get the one I'm using in the description box below as well. Then we'll add the sliced chorizo into the hot fry pan. And we'll mix it around, that way it's all coated in the olive oil. And we're going to go between 2 to 3 minutes here, until the chorizo is slightly sauteed. After 2 to 3 minutes, and the chorizo is lightly sauteed, you don't want to brown it too much. We'll remove it from the pan and set it aside. Now, using the same pan with the same heat, I'm going to add 1 small onion I finely chopped, along with 1 red bell pepper I finely chopped as well, and 6 cloves of garlic that have been roughly chopped. We'll mix the veggies around continuously, that way they all evenly saute. After about 4 minutes and the vegetables are lightly sauteed, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams. And we'll give it a quick mix. And like I've told you in prior videos, when you're working with paprika in a hot pan, you want to mix it in there quickly, otherwise it can easily get a bitter flavor. Then we'll add in 1/2 cup of tomato sauce, which is 120 grams. I mean by my finely grated fresh tomatoes, but you can also use canned tomato sauce here, which is similar to passata. And we'll season with sea salt and just a kiss of freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together, and then simmer it for a few minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to measure out 1 cup of rice, which is 190 grams. I'm using Spanish short grain rice, which is the one that's used to make paella, similar to arborio. Of course, you can use any rice you like here. You just make sure to check the package instructions. That way you get your liquid to rice ratios and your cooking times right on the money. After simmering the tomato sauce between 3 to 4 minutes, and you can see it's slightly thickened, we'll add in the rice. And we'll mix this continuously and go between 1 to 2 minutes here. After about 2 minutes and the rice is lightly sauteed, we'll add the chorizo back into the pan. And then grab the simmering saffron infused water and gently pour it over the rice. And we'll give it one final mix, that way everything's evenly distributed. After this step, you don't want to mix the rice again, otherwise it's going to disrupt the way it cooks, meaning if you overmix it, it's going to start to release its starch and lose its beautiful texture. And we're going to simmer this on an open flame for about 18 minutes until the rice is just cooked through. Once again, make sure to check the rice package instructions, that way you get your cooking times right on the money. After simmering the rice for 15 minutes, which in my case is 3 minutes shy of the rice being cooked through, I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of frozen peas, which is 75 grams. You want to make sure to evenly spread them around. And then we'll gently push down on the peas. That way they're well integrated into the rice. And then we'll lower it to a low-medium heat and simmer it for another 3 minutes until the rice is just cooked through and the peas are nice and tender. Once the rice is just cooked through, this is ready to go. I'm going to remove the pan from the heat and cover it with a dishcloth and let it sit here for a few minutes. You know, by trapping that steam in there, it's going to ensure that each grain of rice is perfectly cooked through. After a couple minutes, we'll uncover the pan and using a fork, we'll gently fluff the rice. This is to help separate the grains. You can serve this directly out of the pan or transfer it into serving dishes. Either way, make sure to garnish it with some fresh parsley. Check it out, our Spanish rice with chorizo is done. Easy to make, beautiful presentation, and all done in about 40 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, the authentic arroz con chorizo, truly one of Spain's most iconic recipes. Here we go. This is absolutely delicious. This is out of this world good. Wow. The rice is beautifully cooked. Absorbed everything in the pan. The rest of the ingredients, that beautiful lift of flavors with the chorizo really shining through. So important to use Spanish firm chorizo, not the Mexican kind. Otherwise it falls apart. Easy to make. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to a crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish red wine from the beautiful region of Rioja, you can have yourself a taste of Spain. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Beverly, Sharon, and Glenn Moreno. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.